Well, greetings all. Well, here I am. I'm underneath my orange tree. It's the Valencia orange here. And I have right here a bale of mushroom spawn. This is Strepera rugosa annulata. I'm down here in the shade because this is where the mushrooms like to be. They don't like being out in full sun much. I have already a bed of wood chip underneath here and some sticks and such that we've been using for mulch on the orange trees. And so the next thing I need to do is take about 1 inch of this stuff, this is the spawn, and spread it, okay, across this area. Very interesting aroma. I'm going to spread it everywhere I want to see the mushrooms grow. I got Gracie over here helping me with it. She says, this is fun, I like this. It's shady down here and cool, right? Yeah, cool and shady. Right, so I'm trying to evenly spread nice, about inch thick layer of this stuff here. Got an interesting smell. All right, then after that I have some sawdust here. Try that. Scare the heck out of my cat. Okay. So now we're going to try to get ourselves an inch of this stuff over the top of our spawn. Get about 2 inches below of organic matter. Now this here was actually oak smoker pellets at one point. Although the Streperias, they are not particular. Now, some mushrooms are very, very specific as far as what they'll grow on. This one seems like it'll grow on almost any kind of organic matter. It really isn't that picky. Well, what do you think, Gracie? Is that compost going to be okay? Huh? Can we use that? Well, I used up 1 bale under the first tree, and so I got another one here. Trying to spread 1 inch of spawn over several inches of organic matter. And we're trying to do it in a relatively shady area here. You don't want to put your mushrooms out in full sun. They really don't work out very well out there. So having a nice shady area is absolutely the best. Now I'm covering it up, and this time I'm using bamboo chips. Yeah, the chips of bamboo here. Now I'm going over here behind the tree where things are a little bit shadier. You want to try to remove most of the existing weeds when you do this. You don't want weeds coming up in your mushrooms. I got a little bit of grass under here. Has to come out. There we go. Okay, there. Alright, so dump this out there. There we go. Now, spread it nicely, like so. There we go. And here, some more organic matter to dump on it. What you use with these doesn't matter that much. I've used potting soil before. Potting soil works. This here is a old bucket of oak smoker pellets. I got all wet. There we go. I'm covering it with. Oh my goodness. That must be some tasty grass, eh, Gracie? Anyway, right there. That's this stuff. This is the wine cap mushroom, Stroparia rugosa annulata, sawdust spawn. And this came from Field and Forest Products in Peshtigo, Wisconsin. Now, it takes a permit to legally get any kind of mushroom spawn onto this island. And there are a number of them that are not permitted, by the way. The county will let you know. But it isn't really that hard to get the permit. It's free. When I apply for them, they're good for a year. For me, I don't have to pay anything for it. But you do have to go to the trouble, of sending the county an envelope with the form in it, and then they'll mail it back. Although they will give you a digital copy, too. Well, I have a permit. It's good for the next 12 months. And I know there's a lot of people around here just hate paperwork, can't talk to the government. They're scared to talk to the county. Yeah, I do it all the time, but don't bother me. So I have the permit. And so if there's anybody who really feels they want to try to plant wine cap mushrooms around here, you contact me, and if you want to pay in advance with a bit of a service charge for my trouble, I will, using my permit, bring more spawn into the island. I will do that, but only on a special order, because it doesn't store very well, so I can't, have it sitting around, So, yeah, I'd fill my refrigerator up. I'd have no room for my ahi and my vegetables. But what I just did with that spawn is quite similar to what I have done actually several times in the past. The wine cap in Puna does need to be replaced periodically. This is a temperate mushroom from Europe, and it does pretty well here in Hawaii for a couple of years. And then eventually, due to the lack of winter, it declines and burns out. And you have to put new spawn down. Now, you can be growing your own spawn in the meantime. That happens. I've done it before. Or you can make your life simple and you can just bring some more onto the island. That's what I just did. My spawn run wasn't going well. I had some going here and it was spawning, but man, it was being slow as molasses. I just said, forget it. Stuff is not expensive. And so I bought myself a couple more bales because I miss Mao's mushrooms. I miss my mushrooms. Yes. Yeah, I really enjoy this mushroom. It's one of the easiest fungi on earth to cultivate. I have not run across one that was any easier than the wine cap. Pretty much all it takes is a relatively shady, moist spot, planted in the fall, have at least 2 inches of organic matter. You can even go out there, like in the garden under the trees in places, and you can put down cardboard over the weeds even. Cover it with 2 inches of compost, spread an inch of Stroparia spawn, and then spread another inch of compost over the top. If it's really dry, water it to get it going. Otherwise, around here, I'm going to hope it rains again one of these days, so I'm not going to bother. But that's it. And doing it just that way, I have had successful plantings of this mushroom at least twice in the past, but they wear out. People ask me sometimes, how are your mushrooms going? Well, I have yet to find one that I can put in the woods around here and actually get it to continue going and going and going. I haven't found that mushroom. The almond agaric is a possible for the garden, and the meadows. That one just might persist if you do things right. Unfortunately, it is here on the island. It's in the mushroom books, but the county, in its infinite wisdom, will not allow us to import the spawn. So you'd either have to snatch it out of the wild and cultivate it, or you'd have to figure out how to get it here illegally or something, I guess. I don't know. I just said forget it, although it's a good candidate. All right, folks. Aloha. And just have a fun guy day.